What's up, everybody? Jonathan here today on Black Mountain, Montana. And in case you missed it over on the Facebook page, I've started a new thing called Fan Fridays. And I'm going to try to continue this as much as possible, and unless everybody just kind of stops voting or whatever. But I put up a Facebook poll on, it was Monday night, and it was supposed to end on Wednesday night, and I guess I goofed whenever I was creating the poll, but I thought I had it set right. But anyway, Facebook polls on pages, it looks to me like it only allows 2 options, and I'll try to find something different for next time. But what I'm going to do is every Monday I'm going to try to put up a poll over on my Facebook page for Friday's video. And what I'll do is I'll put up maps, and y'all go vote on which one you want to see on Friday, and then I'll end it on usually Wednesday night is going to work out best because I'll have to have Thursday to record it. So yeah, go vote on which one you want, and I'll record that on Thursday, and we'll put it up on Friday, and that'll be the fan video of the week. So in case you missed it, it's over on the Facebook page. Just look up NLA Gaming or click the link below. If you don't Facebook, don't know if you'll be able to get there or not. And sorry for those of you that only Twitter or Instagram or whatever. I don't do much of that, so Facebook's it for me. But anyway, I'm gonna try something a little different and get the fans involved a little bit there. So we are here on Black Mountain, Montana today, and what I'm doing is I'm going down the mountain to the shop. I've been going through my mods, checking the error log and any of the mods that I find that I think is possibly causing a problem. I'm removing them from my mods list. So what I'm doing is I'm going down to pick up a new processor that I tested out last night. I think it's going to work out pretty good for us. It's the Hitachi, and I forget what the model number is. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, for those of you watching that have questions about where I get my mods at, I'm starting to get to the point to where I don't have time to answer all those questions. I mean, look, do the work. Google it, go to Facebook, join all the Facebook farming simulator groups, modding groups. I mean, that's how I find this stuff. Go to the mod sites. Go to modland.net, ModHub, Farming Simulator 17 mods. I mean, there's tons of them, and you'll find all this stuff. I mean, it's not hard. Some of the ones that are hard is you got to join Facebook groups. But I mean, I guess if you don't Facebook, you're kind of in trouble. But you know, other than that, it's pretty easy to find these mods. You just got to look. Just look. So I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm going to stop responding to so many of the mods. Because I am trying to maintain that mods used spreadsheet on my, if you look at the video description below, you'll see it. It says mods used, and I'll try to keep that updated as much as possible. Now, if for some reason whoever put the mod up takes the link down, I can't do much about that, and I probably will not be investigating that from now on. So get them while you can. Join those Facebook groups. I mean, it's not hard. Because I'm kind of getting to the point now where I'm reaching, well, let's say I got 431 subscribers, and I'd say at least once a week somebody's asked me where I got a mod at, and I'm just kind of getting tired of it. I understand, you know, wanting to use the mods, and I like people to tell me where they got them too, but I'm just kind of getting to the point myself where I don't have time to answer all those questions. So anyway, and our plow truck is still on standby, although when it does finally snow, it's not going to collect on the roads. But anyway, we'll be able to use it elsewhere, maybe up here at the sawmill. And one other bit of news is I was working on my next map, and unfortunately I had to pretty much start over. I ran into an error with the terrain, and that's what I had run into before when I was working on Dodson logging. I had a terrain error. Ended up having to, well, with Dodson logging, I think I started over about 3 or 4 times. But so now I'm just taking Dodson logging and clearing out everything, removing the terrain, and starting over from scratch with a flat map with that one. But once I get to that point, I'm gonna save that as a map template, and I shouldn't have any problems after that, I don't think. So long story short, the next map is coming. I don't know. It'll be here at some point. Dodson logging took me several, well, from start to finish, I guess several months to complete. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 months. So it'll be a while for the next one. And I hate that I had that problem with the terrain again on that flat map, because that map already had the mud built in, had all the other plants and stuff, all the vegetation, all that was already in there. That kind of sucked. But I just really didn't understand, I guess, you know, what I did to cause those errors, and I just didn't get it. I still don't understand. So who knows? And let's see. As far as starting over, I can't remember where I got to. I know I took the Dodson logging map and wiped out all the trees except for a few. Well, no, I think I did wipe out all the trees. Anyway, I started over from scratch and lowered the terrain down to nothing, so, or just a flat, you know. So it's gonna be a while for the next map, but it'll be worth it. It'll be fun. I like putting a lot of detail in my maps. I kind of hate it sometimes whenever some of these guys that make these logging maps just kind of spit them out left and right, and they're not really not very detailed. I like the detail myself, so I'll try to put a lot of detail in mine. Not saying those maps are bad and not fun to play or anything, it's just they're not very detailed, and I'm kind of a real detail oriented person, so. Alright, now we got to see where we're at here. In fact, I'll tell you what, first of all, let's hop on this new processor and get everything set right. Oh, I need to get that big giant pile of sawdust out of the way. Yeah, I've been having the game lock up on me a lot lately, where I can still hear the audio, but the game is frozen and I can't do anything. The video freezes, so I started going through all my mods, and anything that had even a warning, I was trying to clean some of those out, not all of them, but so you'll notice that the Tiger Cat processor is gone. That's why I replaced it with that Hitachi. I can fix some of the warnings and error messages. I know I can on some of them, but I just haven't taken the time yet. In fact, when I started making this map, I've got a tractor down at the bottom of the mountain that I had set up at a field to plant some trees, and I was going to get a helper started to go ahead and work on planting that field, and the game locked up on me. Or actually, no, what was really weird was the game didn't lock up. The worker started taking off, but it wasn't planting any trees, so I was going to stop the worker. And so, you know, tried zooming in to see if I could see the trees being planted. But as soon as I zoomed in, it zoomed in all the way, and I couldn't zoom back out. So I was like, well, that's weird. So I hopped out of the tractor, but when I hopped out, I was way across the field on the other side of the field, and it was quite strange, and I couldn't do anything after that point. Oh yeah, I gotta change that. And get me down where I can see. Now, picking up these trees with this dangle processor is gonna be fun. I haven't quite got this down yet. And let's see, I think we were going 5 meters on these. I'm probably going to have to do this differently because this dangle head doesn't allow you to swing the tree around. But that's okay, we'll just... I looks like I still got the sawdust mod turned on. I was going around on some other maps and turning that thing off because I was getting tired of all the sawdust getting piled up, but that's alright, we'll leave it there. Yeah, I think I still like the fixed processor head, but maybe I'll get used to this. I'm not sure what I'm getting hung up on here. I guess it's just these trees. These trees are really big. They're those stage 5 pines. There's not many of those on my Dodson logging map, but in that plantation on the north side of the road, there is a good many of them all planted there in that plantation, and they are quite heavy. Oop, well, I thought it grabbed it. There we go. Yeah, I haven't really been a big fan of dangle heads on processors or grapple loaders in this game, but this one seems to be okay. I can probably get used to this, but a grapple loader, no thanks. I'll stick with my fixed head. Oh gosh, why does it do that? Well, at least it fell right. What I'd really like to find is a John Deere processor. I know there's some out there that are private at the moment or Patreon only. So I'll be watching for those releases because I'd really like to get a John Deere one. Hopefully a fixed head, but take whatever I can get, I guess. Alright, well that's not too bad. The only thing I guess well, maybe I'm just too close. Back up a little bit, because my main boom's all the way back, and I feel like I'm too close. Okay. Let's get some of this cleaned up. Alright, looks like we got a few trees on the ground. We're out of trees here, and let's see, we do have a, well, that's a longer log trailer. Looks like our other one, I think, was back down to the sawmill. Yeah, here it is. Looks like I guess we're gonna put them here. I hear something, so I guess we're going. I don't guess this one is one where it actually produces lumber. Otherwise, it would be doing something, I think. All right, so let's get this truck unloaded. Looks like we're about to get some rain. And it's about to get dark too. Yeah, I've got time sped up to 15 times normal speed just so we can get through the spring and summer and fall quicker to get to the winter, but it's also creating for much shorter days. So probably what I'll do is we'll finish out this video and well, I'll keep it at 15 times normal speed, and then when we get to where it's too dark, or after the video, if it's already, well, I'm sure it'll already be dark just a little bit, but anyway, once I get this video finished, I'll go ahead and speed up time to get to daylight, and then we'll probably knock it back down to, for the next video, we'll just knock time, slow time back down so we don't get through the day too fast. I like working in the daytime. Nighttime's okay, but I'd much rather work in the daytime. It's just a lot easier to see everything. Alright, that's probably too big of a load there. I guess I probably could just drive this truck over the sell point and sell the logs, but it's kind of fun to me to load and unload the logs. A lot of people like the auto load, but it's kind of fun using the loader. Well, guys, if you're a fan of FDR logging, it looks like he's got another machine pack almost ready. I've been watching some videos of his here on YouTube, and looks like he's doing some final beta testing and whatnot of some of his latest mods. They look pretty cool. He's giving them all names now instead of just like, you know, grapple loader or whatever. It's like a, I don't know, a fantasy kind of name or something now, which I guess is pretty cool. Be, you know, you can actually refer to it by name instead of the grapple loader or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care. They do look pretty cool though. He's gone through and you know, did some texturing stuff. They look a lot better. Just better overall, I think. And he's got some new equipment too. He's got a wood chipper. He's got the I'm not sure if the delimber is going to be with this latest pack or not, but he's got a delimber, and of course the yarder. I think he'd already been working on that one, but he's really got it improved now. So lots of cool stuff coming, and I will be getting it just as soon as I can. I'm not a Patreon member over there with FDR, so I'm gonna have to wait for the public release, just like most everybody else. But I'll probably end up using some of his equipment, some of the new stuff. I may have to get us another cable skidder too. I think I know in the last video I was using that timberjack cable skidder, but it had a few errors or something in the mods list, so I still have it. I just removed it from my mods folder, so I may have to look at that again and see what the issue was there. Alright, that should get us. Alright, so let's look and see. Yeah, see, there's my tractor. Oh, that glows, doesn't it? That's the tractor I was talking about. It's got a triple tree planter on the back. And it gave me a hard time whenever I tried to hire a worker to plant those trees. Well, that glows too. And we're back to there. It's my truck, grapple loader. There's fellow buncher and processor. Okay, yeah, so we're back to where we started. All right, I'll have to get us a cable skidder. So let's go ahead and do that. I wish I'd have thought about that before I just removed everything, because I'm gonna have to buy it back. Oh well, we're not being too serious with all this stuff. We're just really trying to play the game, not worried about finances too much, or playing super realistic. Yeah, I forgot this thing was kind of slow. I'm gonna park it right here and we'll come back and pick it up. And we find my truck that's got the low loader. And we'll go pick it up. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do too before we make it on down the mountain. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time so we're in the daylight. I think I can just fast forward through the night. Let me look here and see. I think I need to hop out. Yeah, there we go. Skip night. Okay, so I'll be right back whenever I get all that straightened out. All right, there we go. Now we got the nighttime skipped. We can see what we're doing. So I would certainly much prefer to work in the daytime, especially in the forestry business. It's pretty dangerous as it is, not to mention adding nighttime to it. So something to talk about around here where I live. There's we here in Louisiana, we don't call them counties, we call them parishes. And that's, I guess, back from the days of the French or something. I'm sad, but I'm not really sure. I think it's from the French. Anyway, here in one of our local parishes, I saw something the other day where they're going to have to start. They are going to start having the timber companies and loggers and whatnot file permits on where they're logging, and they can only drive on certain roads, which I think, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I think it's going to work out all right. It's a headache, I guess, for the loggers to have to, and the foresters and whatnot, to have to file permits on where you're logging. But at the same time, if you saw some of the roads around here, you'd understand why they're doing that. Because some of these parishes, they just don't have the money to keep the roads up, and whenever those big log truck, oh, I almost ran off the road. I was trying to adjust my mic. When those big log trucks hit those already bad parish roads, you know, it just tears them up. I mean, you can drive just about down any rural road that's paved around here, and it's bad. It's very, very bad shape. And now we don't get much super cold weather here, but you know, when it does get below freezing at times, and of course that just adds to it, because any water is trapped in the cracks of the roads, and it freezes, it just tears up the roads even more. But those big log trucks loaded down with logs, I mean, they really do some damage. And you can, I'm thinking about some places in another parish, not the one I'm talking about, but another one. I mean, they've got patches and potholes in the patches. I mean, it's bad. I remember whenever I was working for that little timber company back before I went back to school, we had to go somewhere one time, a highway department office or something, and file for a permit to use a certain road, or I think it must have been just in the parish that we were logging in. It wasn't everywhere. We didn't have to do that for every job, but certainly for that one we did. And it wasn't I mean, it was, you had to go up there and get the permit, but I mean, it wasn't really a big deal. But they're just trying to keep some of their roads in better shape. I mean, they don't have the money to, like I said, to go out and repair the roads every couple of months or something. So I think it's going to work out pretty good for everybody in the long run. Be a little bit of a hassle starting off, but they'll get used to it. Well, it's like it's about to start raining on us here just any second, because it's getting awfully hazy. Well, I certainly appreciate all the new subscribers. I've been getting quite a few here lately. Seems like I've been getting several a week, and that's good, because I am still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so I can get my videos monetized again. I'm actually, I haven't really looked to see, where I'm really on track to do that, but I'd say within the next probably 6 months, or maybe four to 5 months, even if it continues like it is, we'll be hitting 1,000, and that'll be awesome. Yep, here comes the rain. Because when I started this whole thing, I thought it'd be nice to put up some videos, get a few thousand subscribers, a few thousand views per video, and just make a little extra income to supplement my work income. But I didn't quite gain the subscribers as fast as I thought I was going to. But anyway, I'm not in it to make any money, really. I mean, like all the Patreon stuff, that's going right back to you guys, because once I reach 10 patrons, I'm gonna start doing the monthly giveaways. So I do want to mention that if you haven't subscribed over on Patreon for $5 a month, you can have access to the monthly giveaways once we reach 10. I've only got 2 right now, so we still got a little ways to go. But once we reach 10 patrons over there, I'm gonna start doing monthly giveaways, and it'll be pretty nice stuff. So go check that out, see if you're interested. Also, if you want to support the channel in a different way, besides hitting that subscribe button, I've also got a PayPal.me account set up, and then you can do a just a one-time deal there if you just want to give $1 or $10 or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll take whatever you can get, or whatever I can get. But no, I'm just kidding. All right, I had a phone call and I forgot where I was at. Anyway, the PayPal.me. If you can, donate a little money to the channel. It'll go back towards creating more content. And like I've been telling everybody, this isn't really I'm just making videos, but I had a hard drive go out. That was about $75-80 to replace it, and just things like that come up. It's that do cost money. And I think it's time to move this truck. I'm not using this right now anyway, so we'll just get out of the way. And I want to say I left the other one running too, so we'll go check that out. I need to clean up that pile. I guess I didn't leave it running, but anyway, we'll get it out of the way too. Oh, maybe it was running. Okay, FDR fooled me. He don't have any smoke coming out of his pipes. Alright, we'll try to make us a load, and then that'll probably be about all the time we got for the video. Man, I hate those stumps. I know how hard it is after making a map myself. I sure wish everybody would try to lower those trees into the ground a little bit more so we don't have to leave those big tall stumps. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up a little bit, I think. Let's see if I can do this without messing up too bad. I got too big of a load for this loader, I think. It's going pretty good. Some days I have good days loading, and some days I have bad days loading. So today it's gonna be it's starting off pretty good. Well, lost one off the backside. It's one of them little small ones. I hate dealing with them small pieces. Well, that didn't rain much, did it? Guess the weather changes fast here on the mountain. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Golly. Oh well. Just try to grab it again. So that's what I was trying to do earlier. Get them bunched up good. It's a little easier with just a couple of pieces in there. Alright, that looks like pretty good to me. Except for that one piece that fell off the other side. I guess I gotta go around. Hit the wrong button. That's a lot easier to do with a joystick than or dual joysticks than it is a gamepad. I wouldn't even attempt that with the gamepad. Yep, the game changed for me whenever I got the dual joysticks. It was it took a while to get used to running the controls and stuff, but once I got used to it, it's like second nature now. So much easier. I don't think I'll mess with any of those other little pieces. I'll just get those cleaned up. Check chip them up. Alright, well that's about all we got with the logs. Let me see if I can get just well, we got some over here to get. Well, we get this cleaned up first, so I can't stand all this big pile of wood chips. In fact, I'm gonna try to remember next time to turn off the sawdust mod. Oops, I guess I hit the wrong button. Yep, sure did. Well, surely that's not full. Well, guess it is. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Since we're getting a little bit low on time here, I'm going to go ahead and hop in this little truck, and we'll get the trailer hooked up with the wood chips. I'm going to go deliver these wood chips, and then when we come back next time, I'll try to have a few more logs skidded up, and maybe some processed. I'll get all them wood chips out of the way. We'll be ready to go for next time. We still got a few trees right over here to pick up, and to get those out of the way, and there's a few more up the hill there. So we still got quite a few trees to go pick up. One here on the road. Need to get that out of the way. So we'll do a bit of cleanup next time and try to make another load of logs. Yeah, this little truck right here is nice for hauling just these wood chips down the mountain. Sure beats using that Ford King Ranch or a tractor because it's so slow. The King Ranch is pretty good, but when you get up to past maybe about 40 or so miles an hour, the truck starts acting weird. It's just too much weight on the back. Oops. Oh boy. And we'll need this money anyway because we had to buy that processor and the skidder, so that wasn't really planned. I mean, we still got over $500,000, but you know, I like to keep it up around at least 700,000-800,000. That way, if we need to buy a couple pieces of equipment or something, we got the money to do it without having to worry about it. I don't recall if we were storing anything over there. I guess we were, but we'll just go ahead and sell this. Well, there we go. And to find the right combination of buttons. Alright everybody, well I hope you enjoyed the first video of Fan Fridays. We'll try to do this every week. On Monday I'll try to put up a poll on Facebook. I may try Twitter too, I'm not sure. I don't really do much with Twitter, but I may try it. I don't know, we'll see. But maybe you just, well, I don't know. I may just stick with Facebook. It's just a whole lot easier because you can set up a poll, and I'll get a different program where I can do more than 2 options. But we'll do it over there on the Facebook page, and or I guess maybe if you want to, you can tweet me whatever map you want to see, but no guarantees that I'll actually get the tweets. I hardly ever look at Twitter, but we'll definitely do it over on Facebook again. I'll try to get some more options. Maybe we'll put about 4 maps up, and we'll try, one of those. But anyway, we'll try it again next couple of Mondays or so and see how it goes. And if there's not much interest, then we'll just stop doing it. But it looks like we had at least 8 votes last time. I mean, I've got like 90 followers on Facebook, so I would have thought there'd been a bit more than that. But maybe just not everybody looks at Facebook every day. So anyway, we're here on Black Mountain, Montana. And this was the fan vote from the poll over on Facebook. And we will definitely try this again sometime. Or next Monday. Yes, we'll try it Monday. But I may throw in some different maps this time. Some we hadn't played in quite a while maybe. And we'll see how it goes. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. And we'll get this tractor back up the mountain and get wood chips unloaded out of the wood chipper. And so yeah, we'll see you next time, and thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one.